Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Wrath of the Lich King Classic and our Blood Elf Warlock. I did train. Most notably, we got Drain Life. This transfers 10 health every 1 second from the target to the caster, lasts 5 seconds. That's going to be really helpful. I mean, after this, we shouldn't really need to eat or drink. If we need life, we can life tap. If we need mana, we can life tap. If we need health, we can life drain. So, if we want to, at this point, we can become a drain tank, essentially. We are going to go turn in our breadcrumb from the Ghostlands, and then we'll just hearth back. And we'll pick up right where we left off last time. I think we'll go after the Blackpaw Knolls.
What do you seek? Hold your head high. Keep your wits about you. Shorel Aran.
It looks like they want us to go back out to the Flight Master, so maybe we'll hold on to the Hearthstone for now. And we could simply use it later on.
Anu Belore Delana. Keep your wits about you. Death to all who oppose us. Sure.
That's right, we lost our Voidwalker last time. And we don't have any Soul Shards, so we will have to fight something relatively easy to get a Soul Shard to summon our Voidwalker back out.
What now? Trust no one.
There we go. It's actually worth a chunk of XP, and oftentimes I don't bother doing that quest soon enough, and oftentimes we lose it. We don't get any XP for it. So I'm really glad we were able to get that done. Let's grab retaking Windrunner Spire. We'll be able to do this while we're out to the west. Should be able to knock out everything over that way. And then what else do we have? Spinal Dust and Rotting Hearts. Let's grab that now. We did pick up a few rotting hearts when we were in the Dead Scar last time. I don't think we have enough to satiate the quest, but we probably have a couple, unless I sold them. I didn't, and we only had one. For the moment, let's go ahead and bring the imp out. It'll be better than nothing.
Anu Belore Delana. Salama Ashalanore.
I don't feel like I'm really wanting to grind out the rotting hearts and the spinal dust right now. I feel like we could probably wait on that till a little bit later. We'll probably be doing other things down the Dead Scar eventually. And so we will head over to the Underlight Mine. If we come across any of the undead, we will fight them on the way. But we're not going to focus the quest right now. Let's use this opportunity to get a soul shard and get our Voidwalker back out. We'll do a little bit of drain tanking here, for as much as that's working. There we go. And let's immediately get the Voidwalker back out, so that we don't have to take a beating every fight. You know, that's actually quite a few people leveling up in Wrath of the Lich King on a Monday afternoon. It's nice to see. Let's go ahead, we'll take a minute here and we'll drink. It's not the best place to do that, but I feel like it'll probably be okay. We'll get some of our mana back before we get jumped. I'm thinking about macroing one of the instant casts to the pet attack, because I don't feel like we need all of our dots, but I've spec'd into 2 of them. So I kind of want to use the two that I've spec'd into and see if maybe we can cut out Immolate. Let's do new. Let's grab the corruption graphic. How did we rate this one? / pet attack / cast Immolate. Yeah, I feel like that's okay. That's probably gonna work just fine. And when there are tougher enemies, or we aggro multiple enemies, then we'll pull Immolate back out and we'll use Immolate. But for now, I don't really think it's necessary to cast all of them every pull. Well, there's Luzron. We just missed him. And there's Knuckle Rot. It would be convenient for anybody that was working on the quest.
We will persevere.
I was sent here from the Sanctum of the Sun to collect some ore samples, but the gnolls have overtaken the place. It's going to be my head on a platter if I don't get those samples to the Magister soon.
The reckoning is at hand.
I really wish the pet would cast Taunt on cooldown, especially when we have aggro. Like, that's why I really don't know if this method of macroing is working, or if I need to be sending my pet in first. Because we're just taking hits, and look, he's not casting his taunt like as soon as he could, and it's causing us to take like some pretty massive damage. I'm very tempted just to play how I would normally play. Which is to not use a macro and just to have a button bound to my pet attack so that I can send him in a little bit beforehand. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. I know some of you guys probably aren't gonna like that. You'll have things to say about it, but that's fine. Key bindings. Action bar. Pet action 1. I'm just gonna bind it to my tilde key. Really easy for me to hit. I can send him in ahead of time. And we don't have to worry about that. Let's get the macros off. Let's make sure we have the correct ranks. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna just work a lot better for me, I think. Because then I could send him in, I can wait a minute, and then I could lead off with something, you know what I mean? Let's throw Immolate up on these guys. We said if we pulled 2 of them, we'd pull out everything. I'm kind of curious how quickly the Voidwalker is going to regen HP. Let's watch it and see. We'll see. I don't really want to use Health Funnel. Pretty sure that that takes... Does that take HP from us? Maybe it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, I don't really want to have to do that. Yeah, we're just not getting a big enough return on that, and then in the next fight, I'm gonna have to life drain. So yeah, I don't really know about that. Maybe there's something in one of the talent trees that makes that a little bit more powerful. If there were, it would probably be in the demonology tree, I suppose. Next time we're back in town, we'll buy some of the level 15 water. It does seem like we're getting to a point where we might not have to drink. But especially when we're considering packs, like 2 or 3 packs, it would probably be a good idea to have most of our mana, you know? So we need 3 more scavengers, and then I guess we're just looking for ore. 2 more ore samples. We could spend our talent point. We're going to go 4th point in improved corruption. So 1 more point there, and then I feel like we're skipping this entire... Well, no, we're going to go 2 points in improved life tap. Maybe. I think we'll try it, and we'll see how we feel about it. We'll take Amplified Curse. I don't really want to be getting hit, so I'm not going to take that for the pushback reduction. I'm not going to take this. So we might be coming back up here for a couple points, potentially. All the scavengers are hanging out in packs. You'd think the scavengers would be, like, scavenging. Doesn't seem that way. Are we going to survive this pull? I would say probably no. Yeah, I would say probably no. We could do a life drain here. You know what? Life drain is gonna save us here. Wow. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I wasn't thinking we were gonna be able to survive that one. So that was a pleasant surprise. I'm kind of avoiding going into the cave, but it's not really a good reason why. Maybe we'll find some scavengers in there. There's 1 scavenger over here we might as well tag. Alright, so we got all the ore we need. We are now looking for 1 more scavenger, and then we will be done here. Lots of shaman, lots of gnolls. Yeah, there's a scavenger in the 4-pack, but I don't think we're doing the 4-pack. So, other than that, I guess we're just kind of hanging out waiting for respawns. Here we go. Alright, actually both of these turn in back in town. Let's get out of the little ravine here. We're going to head over to Windrunner Village, and we're going to try to do the stuff over that way. Then we'll come back to the Dead Scar, and maybe we'll work on finishing up the Rotting Hearts. I think that the Spinal Dust we're going to wait on. It's level 18, and we mainly get that from guys farther to the south. I do realize we haven't actually tried to queue up for any runs. I'm thinking that it's probably going to be pretty hard to find groups for anything right now. I think a lot of people are really anticipating LFD being added to the game in the Ice Crown patch. But out of curiosity, if I wanted to say like check out Ragefire, yeah, there's a couple groups. You know what? There's not any healers on right now, but there's a few people looking for runs. And you could probably go in there and then you could probably spam for a healer through like the usual channels, and you could probably get one in under an hour. It's going to be a lot better when we could toss ourselves in the queue and then 15 minutes later we're ported to the run. I am going to enjoy that immensely, and I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy it as well from what you've said. Alright, so over here we're looking for Phantasmal Substance from the Wraiths, and then Gargoyle Fragments from these flying gargoyles, surprisingly. feel like maybe my ground clutter is set higher than I usually have it. It's kind of my problem with like the ground clutter, especially in Classic, is like, does it need to be as tall as the character? Does it need to be taller than the character? If the ground clutter were half, you know, the height of her legs, knee height, I'd probably turn the ground clutter all the way max, because it would add texture to the game. But it doesn't add texture, it like hides your character. It's at 4? Oh my gosh. I have to turn it down. It's so sad. Like, what does it look like at 10? Oh dear lord. Like, why would you want to play like this? Can you guys tell me? Why would you want to play like this? Doesn't because I like to have my camera here. All I can see is the frickin' ground clutter. Why is it so tall? Can someone tell me why can't it be down here? We need to start like a thread about this or something. Please fix the ground clutter in WoW Classic. Cause this looks nice. It looks nice, but then when you play where I like to play and you like to see your character, you realize it's all over your head. It needs to be about 1/3 of the height. 1/3 of the height would be beautiful. It'd be beautiful. And I would keep it all the way up at all times. It's also like, you know how like the trees don't sway or move? Having the ground clutter up, it helps you feel like, you know, there's a breeze, there's an atmosphere. Because the trees don't do anything. You know, the trees are completely stationary. And they always have been, they always will be. So having the ground clutter up is a nice effect. But not when you're like actually trying to look at your character. It's really bad. Ugh. Okay, we're back. We're out of the rant about ground clutter and we're back. Ooh, we got some veterans gloves. These are male. +3 strength. We can't use them. Hey, do any of you guys know, was it Cataclysm that finally let the Blood Elves be warriors? Is that the expansion it happened? I think that it has to be. Because it wasn't Mista Pandaria. I feel like it has to have been Cataclysm. Every time he doesn't taunt, and then I use the taunt manually, it doesn't work. Maybe the Voidwalker knows when the enemy is going to be taunt immune. You know what I mean? Maybe the Voidwalker AI, it just knows when the enemy is going to become taunt immune, and it doesn't blow the taunt again because they're going to be they're going to be immune to it maybe. Because every time I push it manually, see how we pushed it? He didn't get aggro back. It didn't work. I think he just I think the taunt's only going to work once. You know. I think that's got to be what it is. I was going to get a thumbnail here. We got this stupid curse that's going to bust my thumbnail. That's annoying. Also, my keyboard is dying. That's also really annoying. Maybe we got it. Alright, down we go. What do we need? We need 2 more substance and 1 more fragment. Alright, we are done here. Let's try to head over to retake Windrunner Spire. Now, traditionally, I died during this quest, at least once. we have traditionally made a habit of getting killed. The enemies there are quite tough. And we could wait on it, but, you know, we're always like, you're right here in the area, and you're just thinking, you know, it's 18 guys I have to kill. 8 Acolytes, 10 Rangers. Can't be too hard, right? And so we'll go give it a shot and see how it goes. And I think tomorrow we're going to sit in the Ragefire queue. We'll sit in the Ragefire queue until somebody invites us to group. I would like to do dungeons, and I don't want to wait until LFD is out, just because I don't really know when the Ice Crown patch is due out. Something tells me it will be deep winter. You know, deep winter. It's hard to imagine that they would drop it before BlizzCon, because, you know, it'll be one more thing to hype up at BlizzCon. I don't know how you hype up the re-release of the Ice Crown patch, but maybe they'll have that one guy make a sick trailer for it, you know? That's really the only, like, way I could see any hype, and that wouldn't really be hype for Ice Crown, be hype for a sick Ice Crown trailer. I don't really need to be fighting these guys. I should just be going around, but it's okay. It's extra kill XP. It was close, but we kept both of us alive, so I'll take it as a win. We might have to chill out for a minute and let the Voidwalker regen some of its HP. That might be a thing. I don't really like using this ability, but we'll feed him some HP here for a second. I probably should have a health stone. You know, I could easily generate a health stone, and we should probably do that. This is why we often die here. They're quite strong. They're quite strong. Our Voidwalker is actually a pretty bad tank. You know what I mean? He doesn't really do a great job of holding aggro, even over a couple of dots and a wand. Like, he's just not doing a really great job, in my opinion. See, like right here, I don't want to have aggro. I need to be able to regen my HP, not keep losing it more and more over time. It's not working. It is not working. That is unfortunate. And this is where we die. Yeah, this is where it all falls down. I never really know why this area is so much more challenging than any other area. But like I said, we always die here at least one time. So, yeah. Oh, we didn't die this time. Well, that's really adorable. Okay, let's hearth out of here, okay? Let's hearth out. We didn't die. We don't have to eat the res sickness. But, you know, we lost our Voidwalker, and that's not very cool. But it's okay. Let's turn in what we did complete. We'll tackle that one in a couple more levels. When the guys are green, it'll be a lot easier to take them down, obviously.
What do you require? Watch your back.
Oh, the ore samples don't go back to town. The ore samples are going to the Sanctum of the Sun? Is that what that is? We'll be making our way over there pretty soon. I don't think I'm going to make a special trip just to turn that one in, though.
The eternal sun guides us.
We definitely don't need the wand. I guess we can take the dagger that'll give us intellect.
Keep your wits about you.
We don't have an offhand item, but that's okay. Alright, let's check the provisioner if we can. Who is here, right?
Be quick about your business.
No, you're the general goods. Provisioner is on the other side of the road. We also have some stuff to look at for possibly disenchanting.
I have exactly what you
Doesn't look like we've opened up anything new.
beware the living.
Let's see what we need to disenchant. We don't need the sword. We don't need the pants. And we don't need the attack power dagger. As far as professions, we can make a bunch of bolts of linen. Let's make these until and unless it goes gray. Alright, so the plan is with that, I'm just going to keep making the bolts until it goes gray, and then we'll look at making anything else to get that leveled up. As far as enchanting, kind of the same thing. I mean, I feel like we're getting a lot of points just from disenchanting stuff. So I'm going to keep disenchanting stuff for a long time. If I notice we're not getting any points anymore, then maybe we'll start getting into enchanting properly. But yeah, guys, I'm going to take a break here for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate the support on the playthrough. And until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.